What is good, everybody? It's the Festival Finesser, newly acclaimed, on the new channel, dropping new content. Today I'm doing something totally different. I'm bringing you guys EDM news from the EDM community. I'm giving you guys the articles that you read online, what's going on, the hard facts, and then I'm giving you guys my perspective, my interpretation, my opinion, how I see the whole thing. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, Datsik allegations surfaced Wednesday, March 14th, of sexual assault during the Ninja Nation tour. What I thought was very interesting from the article that caught my attention was the fact that in the title it says, Datsik erases incriminating tweets. And I'm like, Datsik, you're a good dude, yo. Why are you erasing? Why are you hiding evidence? And that's what really caught my attention to dig into this video and do some research. And that's why I'm here. So let's get into it. The first testimony that I read that really caught my attention. Let's do this. I stopped being a fan of Datsik when I had to pick up my best friend drunk as fuck with vomit on herself, without any panties, still don't know if he took them or not, freezing in the middle of winter. She had no phone on her and told him this, and he still left her. A bartender thankfully knew me and knew of her and called me. Like, fuck Datsik, he's a piece of shit. I held her hand while we sat in the health department too, because I made damn sure that bitch went straight there. And he has a girlfriend too. Ugh. The same person, who I'm assuming is a girl, commented, he had sex with my friend while she was so drunk she could not recall her name on the hood of a car, then told her to hang on while he went back to her tour bus, then left her there. She still has his jacket he left with her. What a great guy. Then she texted him the next day like he asked her to do, and he told her not to contact him again and that he had a long-term girlfriend. His manager gives girls names tags that say Tulsa so they can look in the mirror and it says slut. My friend got one recently at his show in Knoxville. She was invited back on the bus and left because she had a boyfriend and was treated rudely. The Tulsa name tags keep popping up as popular evidence against Datsik. Here's what you need to know. In 2011, Datsik tweeted, en route to Tulsa, Tulsa backwards spells a slut. However, you can't view that tweet because it was deleted. Sketchy. His Twitter account was then made private since the allegations. Also sketchy, covering up his tracks, hiding any future evidence from surfacing. I understand he could have done that just to cut off all the mentions and all the hate and make it just go away, but based on all the sketchy stuff he's been doing and, accused of, kind of makes sense. He would just make his Twitter private so that nothing else can be used against him. But notice whoever issued the tags started writing A as in a slut, and also note the backwards L as mentioned from the previous screenshot. And whether this was intentional or not is beyond me, but we all know what an escort is. And everything else is crossed out except the escort. I understand they need an escort, but I feel like that has like a double entendre meaning. The fact that Datsik's tweet was deleted was proof that when he saw the Tulsa name tags backstage, those are the girls he try and have sex with. But that's just my theory, Space Jesus basically slapped a security guard in the face because they wouldn't allow him to bring underage girls backstage. They were like 10. I want to stop here by saying I don't think Space Jesus is involved. He gave a very sincere statement saying that he does not condone sexual misconduct. He also then went ahead to say he was leaving the Ninja Nation tour. So I think that enough in itself says a lot about Space Jesus and his character, and he just doesn't seem like the person that would coerce girls into trying to have sex with him. Datsik, on the other hand, I don't know. Look at him. He looks like an evil villain out of a fucking movie or something. You guys can make that call. Somebody else made a statement. We had no bad experiences with Space Jesus, but basically, Datsik was extremely fucked up and being super creepy towards my friend and I. He was doing K in the back of the bus with them and kept trying to fuck my friend. And then when he came up to me in the front where I was, the first thing he did when he saw me was sit down next to me and call me cute, then grab me and went to kiss me. I moved my face back and he literally pulled a section of my hair to bring my face back towards him. He kept sitting on my friend and I and being creepy and touchy. And then he would come put his arms around me and ask me to go to another room with him, and I tell him no or try to change the subject. Another one reads, had a guest pass and was invited onto the tour bus. Everything seemed really chill. Apparently Datsik kept telling my friend I was cute, so she told him I was single thinking he was harmless. He randomly gave me a kiss on the lips, and I was taken aback because I didn't see it coming at all. He kept making us drinks and asked me to go to the back of his bus to his room. He pulled out K, which I've never done. I did a bump and told him I didn't want to have sex. Next thing I know, he was trying to have sex with me, and I was very strongly about him using a condom. We had sex and I noticed there was no condom anymore. I got pretty upset and he told me he is clean, but told me to get tested because he fucks chicks all the time. I wasn't surprised by that statement. A few days went by and I kept thinking, how the fuck did we have sex and I didn't want to? And why the fuck did the condom disappear? The next statement's written by a dude. I was only allowed on his tour bus because I was gay, and at one point was asked to kiss my boyfriend all the time to prove it. Datsik was continuously going back to the bus to do K, unlimited drinks for the huge amount of girls, and drugs also being handed out. There were only girls on the bus besides me and my ex, and then all the guys living on the bus. They kept hounding us to invite hot girls because that's what gay guys are supposedly able to bring to a party, apparently. The tour manager wanted my friend, who has a girlfriend, and knew that, to go with him on the bus and would fly her back home. He was making her extremely uncomfortable from being so persistent and creepy. We weren't allowed to take pictures or videos or anything, which I understand, but honestly just added to the sketchiness. The entire mindset of everyone on that bus was just so staringly conducive to all accusations that are coming out. And I've noticed specific things that have been said about the experience where I know they are telling the truth. The whole environment and vibe was just totally whack as fuck. I remember thinking I would be so scared for the girls if they got to be fucked up on that bus, and that's how easy anyone could have gotten taken advantage via drugs or alcohol, etc., especially when guy friends aren't normally allowed on. I thankfully left with all my friends and made sure of it. Now, I'm going to assume whoever wrote this one started off by saying Space Jesus was a cool guy. Datsik, on the other hand, is not. We got invited onto the tour bus and they gave us drinks, which was cool and everything. It was all good up until after the show and we were drunk. Datsik was being super touchy-feely with me and my friends, telling girls to come sit on his lap and shit. We were all pretty uncomfortable, but we were trying to justify it because we were big fans of his music. Next thing I know, we did lines of K, we thought it was coke, and I was fucked up. Like, I did not even know where I was. K-hold. Next thing I know, Datsik and I are having sex and there's no condom. But at the time, I didn't care because I was so fucked up. My friend says she's leaving the bus and she just gets lost for 2.5 hours at 3 a.m. and no one knows where she is, and I'm freaking out because she's not answering her phone, and everybody on the bus says she'll be fine, don't really care. We're also in the middle of some sketchy area in the city. Anyways, we dip out and somehow made it home the next morning. I was freaking out so bad for the next week because I was afraid I might have caught an STD. Like, I couldn't even believe it happened because I don't even find him remotely attractive. If I was sober, I have no doubt in my mind this wouldn't have happened. It's sad because at the time I didn't realize the extent of what had happened, and I blame myself for being a stupid fangirl. But now all these stories that have come out, I know that I'm not the only one. Alright, this next one is pretty interesting. It's from a driver of some sort. I know you're probably catching a lot of I don't believe it folks on here right now. I had airport duty last time he was here. Listening to them talk on the way to the airport and the things they said was disturbing at least. I 100% believe every bit of this story. That person then went on to continue and said, I was supposed to pick them up and take them from the hotel to the airport. They were very, very late to come from the hotel room to their cars. Several girls from the night before, most obviously doing the walk of shame out of the hotel room a few minutes prior to their arrival. Once they do get down to the car, it was all about the stories of who fucked who the last night and which girls they ended up getting back to their rooms and what sort of things they got to do to them. Everything these women are saying seems very true because I've seen it myself backstage and on his tour bus. My best friend and I were at a Datsik show and were picked to go backstage to meet him. Obviously we fangirled and went. They made us leave our guy friends behind. They first took us to a room that was just tour members and girls they picked for backstage. All the guys were doing K and offering it out to all the girls. I was asked several times to do a line but refused, as did my friend. We stood in that room for a bit waiting to meet Datsik, but he never came to that room. Instead, we were told to follow them to the tour bus because that's where Datsik was, so we followed. Once on the bus, we were told to sit down and wait because Datsik was in the back and would be right out, so we did. We were also told no pics or videos were allowed. Then we were offered drinks. My friend was underage too. I said no thanks because I was already buzzing pretty good. My friend accepted one. Finally, Datsik came out from the back. He looked super messed up like he'd been doing something. We chilled for a bit, and then he asked us if we wanted to go back to the backstage room, and I said yes because I was ready to go back to the show. This was all before Datsik had even played that night. We get back to the room, and they join in on the partying and everyone doing more K. It was wild because everyone looked so out of it. One of the guys came up to me and told me he liked my outfit and started grabbing my ass while asking me to do K with him. I said no and backed away from him. I was at Datsik backstage. He was extremely intoxicated or high, came up and immediately kissed me out of nowhere, then started dancing and grinding on me. To be honest, I wasn't down for it, and then I noticed a girl who I assumed to be his girlfriend pulled him aside and was crying, telling him he does this every time, why are you doing this? I felt terrible and didn't want him flirting with me anymore. Then a different DJ, I won't say who, started making out with me and dancing, and I ended up sleeping with him. I mean, I was high, but I gave consent and didn't regret it. But now seeing all these posts is starting to make me have a sinking feeling. Another one of my good buddies was on tour with him, a well-known DJ, told me the story from first-hand experience. They were all chilling in his hotel room. A friend of theirs was there with a girlfriend. As the story goes, Datsik wanted to hook up with this guy's girl, so his bouncer friends hold the guy down while Datsik hooked up with his drunk girlfriend in the bathroom. Sick. Those are all the tweets that have screenshots. I'm going to read you a few more from the replies that caught my attention. Datsik fucked my 18-year-old friend after getting her so drunk she could barely stand last year. My friends and I were getting some weird vibes when his manager got our numbers, names, and then squirted us with water to see our nipples and told us to come hang with him on the bus later. Datsik is a piece of shit. He fed my friend ketamine and Xanax so she'd feel comfortable enough to have a threesome with him on his tour bus, and then he kicked her out. She was so disoriented and fucked up she had a lot of issues getting home. So those are the big accusations and allegations against Datsik. The thing that pisses me off about each of those testimonies is that there's something in common. There's a pattern. You hear the same thing more than once, whether it's about the ketamine, going to the back room, being touchy-feely, sitting on my lap, spontaneously making out with girls, kicking them off the bus after the fact. He has a plan, He knows what he's doing. He found this plot that works. He's doing the same thing to different girls in different parts of the world every night, essentially. And I think that's fucked up. So, to continue, on Wednesday night, after all these allegations were surfaced, he comes out with a statement. Yo everyone, this is a very serious matter to me. There have been recent allegations against me for things I have not done. I am a vibe reader. I hang out with a ton of people after every show and always keep a positive vibe. I would never bend anyone against their will, and I mean that shit. I'm an adult. I've seen and been through it all. But these claims are shaking me to the core. This is the type of shit that's detrimental to my persona. I truly take pride in being myself and being honest. I want everyone to know that I am being the best Datsik I can, as well as being the best Troy I can be. You should know that Tor is a safe and fucking rad zone for us all. It really breaks my heart when people feel upset at the end of the day because I'm a good person and would never take advantage of everyone. Let me be straight up. I do not condone that kind of behavior, and I care about every single person that I meet on the real. I know this is a sensitive subject, and I am also a sensitive dude, so please say what you must, but honestly, I want you to know that this shit means the world to me. This is my life and my passion as I know it. I care so much about my fans and my music and what you all think of me. I will make a bigger effort to make sure that nothing I do will be misinterpreted in the future. Pretty lame apology statement. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even an apology. He just says, I don't condone it. And he pretty much lied and said, I didn't do it. I just read like 12 people that said, Datsik fucked me, this and that. And he wanted to say I didn't. Bro, that's 12 against 1. Like, come on. And now you're going to erase the tweets that are incriminating you? Come on, bro. The evidence is against you. You're only hurting yourself. And I think that you fucked up. Straight up. You fucked up, Datsik. You shouldn't be fucking with bitches like that. And you shouldn't be tweeting about fucking rape. So look at this tweet, yo. What the fuck? And now you want to delete it? Come on, Datsik, you're better than that. So that all happened on Wednesday. Little did we know, in 24 hours, Datsik's career was about to plummet. The next day, Thursday, March 15th, his management drops him, his booking agency drops him, F-word goes solo, and everyone pretty much leaves him in the dust. Firepower Records made a statement on Facebook. To our Firepower family, due to recent allegations, Datsik has stepped down from Firepower Records and will no longer have an active role within the label. All operations and creative direction for the label will be taken over by co-owner and label manager Shara Grace. Firepower does not tolerate sexual assault under any circumstances, and we are utterly devastated by the statements that have come to light. This label was started as a platform for new artists to be able to showcase their music and as a community where we can support one another in a dance space. Safety and equality are at the core of our values, and we truly hope that we can continue to provide a positive environment for all our fans. Much love, Firepower Records. So after all that, Space Jesus pulls out from the tour, Riot 10 pulls out from the tour, Wooly pulls out from the tour, Carbon pulls out from the tour, Excision makes a statement, and then Datsik makes a statement. The last 24 hours have been a whirlwind of emotion and reflection. In light of recent allegations against me, I am canceling all the remaining tour dates and pulling myself off all future festivals. To anyone who has supported me, has faith in me, or has offered me help, I thank you. What I found very interesting about this is Shara Grace is Datsik's ex-girlfriend. So Datsik has a girlfriend or an ex-girlfriend who owns Firepower Records with him, and now he's accused of cheating. Well, not cheating, but accused of rape, which could essentially be cheating, and now he's off the label. That is pretty much all the evidence I need to see that Datsik is guilty. You know what I'm saying? His girl found out what he was doing, and now he's facing the consequences. I just found it so funny that his girlfriend was Firepower Records, basically. He was dating Firepower Records, he cheated on her, and now he has no firepower. That's how I'm looking at it. Now, how do I feel about the whole situation? To be totally honest, I was never a huge Datsik fan. Only as of recently with the new EP and the Ninja Nation tour, that shit really fucking blew my mind. But I was always an Excision fan, die hard, Excision over Datsik. I'm a fucking headbanger, you already know. I don't really care all that much. It doesn't really affect me. I'm doing this for you guys, to give you guys the rundown. If it was Excision, it'd be a fucking way different story. That shit really would have fucking hit me right in the heart. But that's why I'm an Excision fan, yo. Excision is the fucking man. I do think Datsik is guilty, just based on him and the allegations and the accusations, all the research. I do think he fucked up and he knows it, and he's paying the consequence. There are two sides to every story. It is possible these girls are just groupies that wanted to have sex with Datsik, and he didn't, and now they're trying to claim rape to get revenge. But I highly doubt there's some underground cult of Datsik groupies that couldn't fuck Datsik, and now they're all coming for vengeance at the same time. That's just not likely. There was one tweet that I saw that kind of made this theory come to light. Crazy how drunk women who couldn't remember their name recall this event so vividly. I call bullshit. He makes a good point. I saw another screenshot from a fan on Instagram. Full disclosure, we ended up in the back of my bus, hooked up for like 5 minutes. You seemed really drunk, so we stopped. And then you tried to walk off without pants on. Then I gave you some pants to wear, and then you ended up in front for a while. Someone was trying to look out for you. That looks like the Datsik that I know. But who is this guy with the alleged accusations? I don't know. Not the Datsik that I thought I knew, but apparently this is the real Datsik. Who knows? That is all I have for you guys today. Thank you for hanging in there. I know it was a long one. You already know I appreciate you guys for watching up until this point. And I appreciate anybody that watches any one of my videos for even a second. Just the fact that you click on it, it means a lot to me. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys have any opinions, any thoughts, theories? Are you guys diehard Datsik fans? Are you burning your merch like this kid is? Let me know in the comments. Let's discuss, let's chat, let's argue, let's debate. Let's get to the bottom of this. Let's use personal insight. Let's use our resources and get some real theories going and figure out if Datsik is innocent or guilty. Because that is a good dude. That's a dubstep pioneer. Do we really want to lose him in the scene? Not really. I would fight for him. But like I said, not a diehard Datsik fan, so I'm just gonna let it rock. But let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Brian, the Festival Finesser. Peace out.
Brian, follow this kid. He's making miracles. He's making dreams happen.
You smart. You very smart.